Welcome to a scorching hot Kansas City, Missouri. We're inside the Sprint Center. You're watching Big Three here on CBS.
Particularly in late game situations, and let's see if that can happen for Triplets early.
Here's Cutdown Mobley, shot blocked, and laid up and in by Al Jefferson. Here's Mobley. Mobley's working with a calf injury, missed last week, says he's about 70%. Maggette got it for three. Gennaro Pargo was 3 for 3 for threes in that first half last week, and he picks up where he left off, knocks down that jumper.
Yeah, pull up with confidence and knock it in.
Maggette faces, pull, got it. 6-4 our score. First team to 25, we go to the half. Two of the best teams in the Big Three. Here's Pargo now. Stolen by Maggette. And lays it up and in. Fast start for Corey Maggette. He's got all 8 points for power.
And that was just a soft pass coming back out by Pargo. Easy pickoff by Power. And I talked about it in our first game. You turn it over like that, the advantage is to the defensive team to score.
Good dish, Joe Johnson. He not only leads the league in scoring, but assists as well.
Because think about it, when he played at Phoenix too, he played point guard. At Brooklyn, he played point guard. So his ability at 6'8" to see over the defense and then put the ball on target.
Corey Maggette hit him with the hesitation. Oh my gosh. Big Baby clears the rebound. Here's Glenn Big Baby Davis. 5 on the shot clock. Drives. And give me the bucket. And one. What a screen by Big Baby. Rolls to the basket and lays it in with the left hand.
And see, it's the footwork.
Here's the cat. Shoots the three. Yes! Cutdown Mobley.
We'll go back to Cat's shot in the corner. It does look like his foot, look at it, was on the line. The officials or Lisa Leslie, and from that matter, didn't see it.
10-point lead. Mobley. Here's Mobley. Knocks it down.
I got it.
Power now with 19 points. And Power on an 11-0 run. Here comes Big Baby.
You see the pass? It was in between the legs, I think, from Cat. Again, the patience off the pick and roll. Big Baby, put that big body. Watch the pass. Right in between Al Jefferson's legs. Oh, look at this. Get out the way. Joe Johnson, a big boy, too, now.
Yes, he is. Good steal. And Joe finally gets on the board and lays it in. Here's Joe Johnson. This is the side of the lane they want to keep him on. He shoots a pullback. You know, Nancy Lieberman said, I looked at a number of tape. Joe Johnson shooting 68% from the left side of the floor, 29% from the right. We got to make him shoot jumpers from the right side.
Well, it's also, too, he's shooting 69% because he's able to get that big body in the lane on the left side, his left shoulder pointing to the rim, and now he's able to shoot that jump hook. So that's the big difference right there.
Al Jefferson lays it in. 11-point lead. Power just 4 points away from the half.
Yeah, if you're Triplets, you want to close this half with momentum. You want to get back in the game, in this game, feel good about yourself coming out in the second half.
Here's Big Baby. 2. He has to force it. Joe Johnson from the corner. Yes! He knocks down the triple. Lead is now 8.
Yeah, but again, sprint to the three-point line, get the ball out quick. Now you find yourself open and having advantage because the defense still hasn't recovered. Joe Johnson took advantage right there.
And Quentin Richardson on the block.
And Wright that was more than willing to give that jump shot up to Jefferson off the double team.
Oh, Julian Wright getting tricky with the handles. And they go right into the post to Jefferson. Al spins, turns. That's barbecue chicken there.
It is. Who you're down to and what the deficit is. It's a little bit different being down to Power if you end up being down, 8 to 10 points than it is some other teams in the league, because see Joe cutting into this lead a little bit more. It's
Chris Johnson rolls.
like that.
Goes up and fouled by Michael Thompson.
And
Here's Chris Johnson. And he knocks it down. Hey, the Triplets all of a sudden now on an 11-2 run. Here's the Cat. Pull up. Yes! And we go to the half as the defending champs. Up 25-19.
Now Power has the advantage.
Here's Maggette. Misses that three. Rebound, Joe Johnson. Working on Cutdown Mobley. Joe in the lane. Step back. Got it. Joe Johnson.
To the right side with a fadeaway inside.
Cat misses that three. Joe Johnson snags the board. Doing it all right now for the Triplets. Here's Allen Anderson. Drive, strip, got it back and lays it in.
And I like that move because Allen kind of caught it on the move as Cutdown was, recovering on his closeout. Allen knew the baseline was open and took advantage of it.
2-point lead for Power.
Uh-oh.
It's now tied up. This lead was 13 at one point in the first half. Here's Corey. Tied up at 25. First team to 50 wins. You got to win by 2. Al Jefferson. Down low. He'll go to the line and shoot 1 for 2.
Where it's going to be held in a premium that you don't.
2-point lead for the Triplets. We're down by as many as 13 in the first half. The Cat with 4 on the shot clock. Good defense by Allen Anderson. The runner got it. Cutdown Mobley.
The Cat had to work for that one.
He out there looking like Uncle Drew getting buckets.
He had to work for this. I mean, Allen Anderson, physical, got by Cat, kind of got away with the push-off, but it's the hardest 2 you scored all day.
Joe Johnson, the crossover. Turns, fires, yes! Oh, we're going one-on-one now.
You know what they say? Great D, better O. That's just what this was right here. Cat was there, and you made Joe take a tough fall-away shot. All you can do is pat him on the butt and say, good shot.
Knocks down the free throw, 3-point lead. The Triplets now with their largest lead. It's 3. Inside, Big Baby. Oh, look at that movement.
Big fella.
1-point lead here for the Triplets. Here's Joe. On his favorite side of the court. Turns, ball fake, goes up, and he'll go to the line.
Joe, if he turns, to his left shoulder.
Here's Corey Maggette. Mobley, inside, yes.
I don't know how you got that off. I mean, it was trees. Allen Anderson was there, a taller Jefferson. Al Jefferson was there, and Cat.
See
with
that
his left hand.
And how about the limp, though? He says his calf is only at about 70%.
Well, they're going to need Cat to be effective. I mean,
Joe Johnson misses that 3. Here's Corey Maggette. He scored the first 10 points, but hasn't scored since. And he hears me.
I'm telling you, they listen to you, B. I'm telling you.
Here's Maggette.
Oh, great D.
Oh, fantastic defense by Joe Johnson. Shot clock at 4.
People don't understand, when Joe was, especially when I played in Phoenix, a lot of the defensive assignments were put on Joe on the opposing team's point guard, because Steve wasn't as good of a defensive player, so Mike D'Antoni trusted Joe, even if he gave up a little speed, but his height and his strength and his knowledge of how to play D on a smaller opponent paid dividends.
Joe Johnson, step back fadeaway. Lead is now just 1 for Power. Johnson in double figures, leads the big 3 in scoring. Here's Julian Wright. Nice spin off of Cargo.
Yeah, Lisa Leslie can't stay with that matchup right there.
Big Baby, I have a seat. Quentin Richardson will check in for Power. Keep in mind, Birdman ACL surgery on his knee.
And you talking about an energy player you're not having, and you see Johnson right there to square up.
Certainly send him our best wishes. Great guy.
Yeah, he was, you see, did he call glass that time by Julian Wright?
Well, they tell me the banks are open here.
It's still open right now. You know, you go in, make a withdrawal real quick, put a deposit in there, but also along with Chris, what you missed, with Chris Anderson not being there, you see a jump shot by Allen Anderson, last year's Defensive Player of the Year. He has an impact, especially on the defensive end of the court.
Great point. Julian Wright misses, follows his own shot. Takes it right to the cup. Julian Wright.
Showing a soft touch and shooting from the outside, too.
Chris Johnson missed the turnaround. Wright. It's Wright. Knocks it down.
Right.
Here's Joe. Drive. Off the glass. Count it.
Did you see, I mean, Joe surveyed and knew the defense on the right side was stacked, identified the baseline as the point of the attack. And again, the late help by Wright, because he couldn't really leave Al Jefferson, because Al Jefferson was diving to the basket.
First team to 50, you win. You got to win by 2. Here's Corey Maggette. And he draws the foul on Allen Anderson.
Did they call it on the floor?
Corey Maggette knocks down the free throw. Here's Corey Maggette. A 4 can win it. Here's Julian Wright. Spins, turns, shoots, off the glass, no! Triplets basketball. The big baby, kick out, Wright for 3.
Foot on the line.
Foot on the line. Here's Joe Johnson now. Splits the double team. Wide open, Allen Anderson. Cash money.
And I was going to say, B, better not play with these boys, because Joe, you put him in a situation right there, you commit, he split the double team. Big time shot by Allen Anderson in the corner.
Here's Maggette. Fakes the pass, lays it up and in. Power now 2 points away from victory.
Now, Joe's been known to make big shots. Keep in mind, you got to win by 2.
He knocks down a 4.
Well, you know, and if he knocks down a 3,
here he goes.
Put yourself in the position.
Jefferson knocks it in.
Okay. Can you get triplets right now? And I know Lisa Leslie, the competitor she is, can we get a defensive stop to give our offense a chance?
Point game coming. The reigning MVP, Corey Maggette, pull up, head game over. Power wins it and gives the Triplets their first loss of the season.
Everything we expected between these two titans of the league. And here's the thing about it. At the end of the game, if Corey Maggette takes that shot and he beats you with that, it's really nothing you can do about it.